To start our picture, let's draw a line for the ground. Working faintly, working softly with the pencil, not a hard line, a soft line. And the same goes for the outline of a figure. And I'm going to draw some legs first of all, and then a dress. This is going to be a girl figure, and she's wearing a dress. And you see how it's sort of going out on one side. That's because this girl is standing in the wind. And there's her head. I know there's no neck, but there's no neck and no arms, but that's okay. There, I've done a neck now. The arms are going to be sort of tucked into the body, so we won't see the arms. And then the hair is also going to be sort of blowing in the wind. Something like that. Now the thing with this is that all of these pencil lines are going to be erased at the end. So you can sort of keep drawing around the shape until you are happy with it, right? There's no kind of wrong lines here. You can just sort of keep going around. What shape do I want the hair to be? Something like that. And just put some feet in there. Yes. They're not tiny feet, it's just because they're not sticking straight out, but they're only sticking a little bit out. I hope that makes sense. It's not that she's got tiny stumpy feet. The next thing you're going to need is lots of colours. Now, I'm not going to use all of these colours. I'm going to choose my favourite ones. One of them fell on the floor. A yellow. I'm going to have that one. And yeah, so I'm going to choose some really bright colours. They're going to be kind of random. You can choose whatever colours you like for your picture, of course, obviously. How does that look? Pretty good selection. So we're ready to start. Here again is my selection of colours. You guys, you can use pencils if you want, colour pencils if you don't have markers, but I definitely think the coloured markers are going to really stand out with a picture like this. Okay, so here's what we do. I'm going to put the colours to one side, like this, because I want to repeat the pattern, repeat the order of colours. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. It can be random colours, but I want mine to repeat. So what that means is I'm going to take it from the bottom and then put it at the top. And that way I will always have the same order. Take it from the bottom, put it at the top. So I think it looks really good if every now and again you do a dotted or dashed line. Dash is when you do like lines or dots. So let's do a dashed line here. Just every now and again. Just kind of randomly breaking up the pattern in a different way. Okay, so I haven't done any lines yet on the hair, the head or the hair. And the reason for that is because we're going to do this part of the picture differently. I'm still going to use the same colours, and I'm going to start like in the middle of the head and go to the furthest tip of the hair. So just do a single line like that to start with. That's right. And then the other lines are going to follow it, but also not follow it exactly. For example, might have some curving lines. For this part of the picture, I'm going to use the colours a little bit more randomly. When you've finished with your colours, the final thing to do is to very carefully erase the pencil. So when you're doing this, always use a hand, spread out your hand and press down firmly on the paper to stop it from creasing. And always try and keep the eraser in between the thumb and forefinger, right? So that way you're pressing down on the paper here and here, and you're keeping the paper from creasing like that. That's my top tip for erasing, for using an eraser. Do we say eraser or eraser? Or do we say erase or do we say erase? Not even sure. It's different in England, in the UK where I'm from, because we don't call this an eraser, we call it just a rubber, and we rub out the picture that we don't want. Rub it out! So there we go, there's the finished picture, a colourful stripy figure. Yours can be, you can do your picture exactly like this, or you can change it. You could do a boy instead of a girl, or why not do lots of figures? You could have like a family, or you could have a group of friends, you know, like boys and girls, man and woman, different shapes and sizes, tall and small. Have fun and try it in different ways. And please send me your pictures if you want to. I'd love to see them.